Is it on? No. Is that on?
If it says on, it's on.
Oh, if it says on, it's on. So it's on now, yeah?
Hey!
What?
Thank you. I love you too. Hello, everyone. Bloody hell. When you're a wrestler, you're like, what's this fucking idiot of a promoter doing? Like, how are they running a show so poorly organised? And then you become one, and you realise. To any promoters that may watch this, I've never said that about you, ever. Pure professionalism and class all the way. Welcome to the Spectrum! We have a really good show lined up for you. Really good. We've got Priscilla, Queen of the Ring. We've got man like Dereiss. We've got Simon Miller. We've got Gia Adams. We've got Mercedez Blaze. We've got a pair of fucking Tories again. Craig, why did you sign them up to an ironclad contract?
Craig is a Tory. Craig is a Tory.
I'm beginning to think so. Okay. I will not belabor the point any longer. We're going to get straight to that professional wrestling. I will leave you in the hands of your announcer for this evening, the wonderful Phoenix!
Introducing first, from the happiest place in the world, Smileville, it's JKS, just keep smiling!
We intend to do that. Welcome along to Spectrum Wrestling. My name is Tom Campbell. I am honoured to be joined by Laura K. Buzz. And Laura, like your 4-year search for the shiny new, we have finally made it.
Well, thank you for having me. I am excited to be here alongside you, talking about all of tonight's wrestling at Spectrum Wrestling's Kaleidoscope. I'm going to be here to tell you all sorts of stuff about the plot going on tonight. You're going to be here telling us all about the names of the moves because you know what they're called. Together we make a really good team, I think.
Fine tag team for Spectrum, a bit like JKS and his mum, which we'll get to in a little bit. Oh, I think she's there. Yeah, I think I heard her.
If you notice JKS here looking out the back, JKS is a sweet, innocent little child. All he's really excited about is he's trying to spot his mum. His mum promised that she'd be here today.
Can I just say, I'm really excited to be here.
Bless him.
He's a sweetheart, not a malicious bone in his body.
He's a
And
love.
introducing his opponent, repping the 0121. I've seen him backstage and he is the shiniest man here, or possibly alive. The lyrical dragon, man like Dereiss!
Now, those of you who have previously watched a Spectrum Wrestling event, if you watched the Rejoice event, you'll know man like Dereiss. He was one of the opening acts of that first event. He is one of the most charismatic people you will ever see in wrestling, as you're about to witness.
Right out of the 0121, let's let him say his thing.
When I say 01, you say 21, but like Dereiss, I'm like you do one, rep my city. Not what you, I'm dancing from ends, no I can't keep on. Might see me in the boring, might see me get to the same place. Now, if I got beef with you, you don't want to see us on Broad Street. Landed off on wire skeppy, just not just 10 years ago. Might see me broadcast live on the telly, remember 0121. I'm sick and go around, go down into thriller. People that ain't got from my bitter. Yo, Sheffield, when I say 01, you say 2101. When I say 01, you say 2101. When I say 01, you say 2101. Yeah. When I say that, when I say that, 01.
The lyrical dragon and fighting out of the 0-1-2-1. He is Brummy's boisterous behaviour in Vaco foil. It's man like Dereiss, Laura.
There are very few people you will ever see make as charismatic an entrance as that man, and it is always a delight to see him make his presence known.
Oh, and certainly he does that. Man like Dereiss has had a record-setting 2022, and it's great to see him as part of Spectrum Wrestling. Great to have you along with us for Spectrum Wrestling as well. Huge night of action ahead, Laura, including a cup unlike any other in the world of professional wrestling, which I think you're going to tell us about.
Oh, we'll get to that when we get to it, indeed.
I'm not sure right now, but...
Incredible night of action here at Spectrum Wrestling. And we'll start off with man like Dereiss. And JKS just keeps smiling.
What does JKS stand for?
Oh, JKS stands for Just Keep Smiling.
Quite nice, really. I bet I can make these guys smile more than you can.
I don't know about that, but...
What do you think? Who's got the biggest smile? See, let's see a smile. Yo! Alright, there's only one way we can decide who can make these guys smile.
What?
More than each other. And that is a dance-off. Yo, DJ!
And he's just challenged JKS to a dance-off to get us underway.
Can't touch this.
My. JKS. Oh, he's got moves! Lord, he's got moves like Jagger!
He's got moves indeed. Hopefully his mum is here to see them. Look, I've heard rumblings his mum might not be here, but don't tell him that.
Don't say that out loud!
Look, as long as he doesn't hear, I couldn't bear it to see his broken heart.
There's the stomp, there's the twerk. Eat your heart out, Miley Cyrus. Man like Dereiss has found himself a hot-stepping contender.
And here's the thing, whoever you put man like Dereiss in the ring with is gonna, that energy is contagious, as you're seeing here with referee Thomas. You just can't
Thomas just caught the man like Dereiss fever.
You just can't help but get on that vibe.
A worthy winner of the dance-off.
He's warming up to the left, so we've both like. What are you looking at?
That's a very nice person there, but I'm still looking for my real mum.
Your mum? Bro, I don't think she's going to turn up today. To be honest, I don't want to
No.
kill the mood.
Dereiss,
Coming?
Dereiss, you're usually such a sweetheart. Don't pull at this
Cheer everyone
thread.
up again.
You might cheer me up, yeah.
Alright then, you can go first.
Okay. Knock knock. Boo! Don't cry.
No. That's a good one.
It's an effort.
Knock knock. Not his mum.
Oh, I think this is a vicious mistake from man like Dereiss.
The Spectrum Wrestling screw job right there. Man like Dereiss turning on JKS.
I said, do we want some wrestling? Give me a cheer. Give me a boo.
I feel like man like Dereiss may have shot himself in the foot a little bit
Give
here
me a
because
boo and a cheer at the same time.
there is nothing that is going to get JKS ready to fight like
And when I
suggesting his
say
mum's not
0-1,
here.
you say 2-1, 0-1. 0-1. 2-1, the mum's gone.
Oh, come on now.
He's poking the bear. Right now that looks like sadness from JKS, but I feel like it's going to turn into violence any second.
We really need to see JKS channel some of that maternal-based frustration and take it out on a man like Dereiss.
Smile him up, JK. Smile him up.
Man like Dereiss usually, it's very hard to get a crowd to not be on man like Dereiss' side, and I think that he's made a real mistake here by antagonizing JKS, suggesting his mum's not here, because
Smile off your face.
man like Dereiss thrives off of that audience positivity, and without it, he's going to struggle a little. It does not feel like this crowd is with him the way they usually are.
I think man like Dereiss he feels like he's in enemy territory right now as we get finally underway. Opening match here at Spectrum Wrestling Kaleidoscope. Huge night ahead. Man like Dereiss puts that headlock on, bounced off the ropes, and the power game goes down to man like Dereiss. Very rarely, Laura, and I've been watching man like Dereiss around the indie circuit for a while now. Rarely is man like Dereiss the power advantage in a match like this.
Man like Dereiss is, he's got a bag full of tricks, he's got a lot of stuff at his disposal, a lot of tricks up his sleeve. But, again, if he can't keep that momentum up because he's not got the audience on his side, it's going to be a little trickier than usual. Also, JKS can move so fast. Like, that slip between the ropes was impressive.
Speed from JKS, taking MLD out for the count, and here he is on the Brett's rope, caught mid-air by man like Dereiss. Power out of Birmingham, straight out of Birmingham, and straight onto the shoulders, rolls through, sunset flip, only a 2, and man like Dereiss, Laura, a little bit rattled by JKS keeping him on his toes.
Exactly, like, man like Dereiss is a very fast wrestler, but JKS has, like, deceptive amounts of speed, and I think that it's to his benefit that during that intro he really didn't give anything away as to what kind of threat he was going to be.
None at all, and right now man like Dereiss wanting to take a moment just to catch his breath from that little flurry there. In 2 very quick beats, Laura, JKS did. He put man like Dereiss away. That would have, with the greatest of respect to JKS, that would have been an upset to start the night at Spectrum Wrestling.
Oh, that was vicious. For anyone whose prior experience with man like Dereiss is having watched him at prior Spectrum Wrestling events, he's definitely the kind of person that you would expect as like a known quantity, like would have been the person to beat here. But JKS has really made a mark very quickly. He's made a very strong first impression.
It's all about those first impressions as Spectrum Wrestling gets underway for Kaleidoscope tonight. Still a relatively new company, some big names popping along here tonight. We're going to see Kid Lykos 2 in action. We know that Rhio from Northwest Strong is in action later on tonight. Slater is here. The Queens of the Space Age are backstage, Laura.
Oh, I'm so excited for their introduction. One thing that I think is probably going to be the biggest problem that Just Keep Smiling is going to face right now is that he's not capitalising on some of these opportunities he's got, because any time that man like Dereiss has a quiet moment, has some downtime, needs to catch his breath, JKS is looking out into the crowd trying to spot his mum, and I get that that's important for him, but that is really causing him to not capitalise on keeping that momentum and that pressure.
Right now, man like Dereiss capitalising on the front row. Lighting up the chest of JKS, a chest that no doubt his mum has applied Vicks Vapor Rub to in his younger years, and hopefully that mum is here tonight.
Man like Dereiss seems genuinely frustrated that he's not the crowd favourite tonight.
Well, I kind of get that, Laura, because everywhere I've seen JKS in action, he has just got the crowd eating out the palm of his hand, and tonight he finds himself in a position where the love for JKS is strong.
You want to fight me as well, yeah?
He's looking to start fights with the crowd, and this is so unlike him, because as we keep saying, he's very much about playing to the crowd, playing off that energy. For him to turn on the crowd is a real sign that he's not used to not being, you know, the sweetheart of the moment. But again, you make fun of the fact someone's mum might not be here, you're gonna lose that crowd support real fast.
Oh, and if you're not aware of the bottom rope, you're going to lose support pretty quick. Man like Dereiss, schoolboy error, and JKS taking full advantage with those forearms. And again, man like Dereiss catches him in mid-air. fall away slam.
Oh, that was a vicious throw.
2 count only. Man like Dereiss, Scott Hall-esque fall away slam, but didn't leave his feet.
Yeah. Man like Dereiss he's showboating at this point. He's trying to get the crowd.
Bro, your mum doesn't want to watch you wrestle because you're weak. You're not a big man like me, man. Come on.
Smile it up, JK. Smile it
There's that
up.
showboating, as you say. And JKS reacting bad to that.
Man like Dereiss doesn't just want to win this, I feel like. He wants to win this with the crowd turning on JKS. He wants the crowd to go, the person we've been chanting for is just inferior, and I guess we'll move back to Man like Dereiss because he's telling us he's the best. Moves like that, JKS is really giving Man like Dereiss an impressive run for his money.
Beautiful enziguri, and here comes JKS once again, getting some momentum up with that bounce off the ropes and those forearm shivers. Barely making Man like Dereiss shiver though as he strikes a few more, but there's Dereiss holding the shoulder. I think JKS literally and metaphorically, Laura's got him on the ropes.
Both of these competitors seem to be real low on energy at this point, but it is very impressive watching both of them clearly get that last little wellspring of energy because they know that if either of them gives up for even a second, they're gonna be punished for it.
Well, that wheelbarrow bulldog might have just taken it out of Man like Dereiss, and here's the last flurry into a flatliner. JKS, oh, it's a 2, just a 2.
JKS has this beautiful ability to get up onto the top rope, get in the air, or do kicks that sort of get that air time. He's just so quick at getting up and capitalizing on that. You see so many wrestlers who need to really take their time to get, the high ground, but JKS just gets it out of nowhere.
Oh, well, look at this. I think Mum's in. I think Mum's arrived. I think she beat the traffic.
Oh, never mind.
But, Man like Dereiss with that leg lariat.
Again, Man like Dereiss is not going to leave an opportunity unpunished, and if JKS goes looking for Mum, Man like Dereiss is going to be there to capitalize.
And capitalize he will. Man like Dereiss all the way up the top rope. 450. 1, 2, 3. MLD gets the win.
Look, even with Man like Dereiss winning, I think that JKS can be incredibly proud of that match. He's put on a very impressive show. The speed, the agility, the ability to dodge out the way of those moves. He put on such a good front tonight.
Unfortunately, in wrestling, Laura, points don't make prizes.
Yeah.
Man like Dereiss picks up the 3 count, picks up the win, but look, show of respect, as you said, Laura. JKS put in a shift, and Man like Dereiss respects it.
I was only joking, bro. Your mom is proud of you, really.
Well, I can say this much. I am excited to hopefully see more of JKS in the future. That was a wonderful match.
Thank you, everyone.
What a way to kick things off at Spectrum Wrestling Kaleidoscope. A huge night of action underway, and with plenty more to come from Spectrum Wrestling.
Are we all having a good time tonight?
I'm certainly having a good time tonight.
I'm having a time.
Second match. Introducing first, the Peaceful Pugilist, weighing in at 420 pounds.
I saw him in the dressing room. I don't think that's the most accurate number I've ever heard.
Velvet Vaughan!
That's 420. Easy.
Yeah, probably.
Waterweight mainly. Velvet Vaughan making their way to the ring for Spectrum Pro Wrestling Kaleidoscope. Great to have you with us tonight. And Laura, we got a lot of love for the love-filled Velvet, haven't we?
Exactly. This is Velvet Vaughan's first time at Spectrum, but as you can see, he's just a little silly hippie. He doesn't take things too seriously. He's about peace and love, and while he's gonna wrestle, He's gonna wrestle as non-violently as a wrestler can. That's his aim. I think he wants to bring a little bit of love and a little bit of softness to the ring. I don't know how good a strategy that's gonna be for him, but I respect sticking with your beliefs.
That he is, as the crowd get adorned with flowers from Velvet Vaughan.
And introducing his opponent, he is the master of ups and downs, Simon Miller!
Now, you couldn't ask for a much more polar opposite opponent for Velvet Vaughan tonight than Simon Miller, I think. For anyone who does not know, Simon Miller is a wrestling commentator, wrestling critic, wrestling wrestler.
Never heard of him.
Very energetic. This is his first time officially on the card, as opposed to last time that he was in Spectrum, where he had to come in and deal with some nasty Tories who we're going to meet later.
Very much a contrast, like you say, to Velvet Vaughan. There is Simon Miller about to change the culture of Spectrum Wrestling, looking to give a golden up. We saw him as part of Rejoice, which you can watch on demand right now on our YouTube channel. Good to have Simon Miller back with us.
Here's Goldberg. I work cheap these days. Why?
Stop. Can I have a microphone, please? Is the microphone available? Anybody? It's okay. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Stop. Simon, before we start, I don't want you to injure yourself, mate. I don't think we should do this. I weigh 420 pounds. You might do your back in. You might do your shoulder in. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Can we just hug it out?
Yeah, okay, let's hug it out.
Oh, they're going to hug it out. How lovely.
Love is in the air, Lord.
Well,
that's not love!
Oh.
That's not love, Simon Miller!
Oh.
Don't weigh 420 pounds.
420 pounds!
420 pounds.
420
420
pounds.
pounds.
More like
420 pounds.
Wow, how strong is Simon Miller? It's like lifting Andre!
He's lifting 420 pounds like it's nothing.
Wow!
This is disrespect, I will say. I think that Vaughan's come here to just have a friendly conversation before the match, and Simon's giving that zero respect.
420 pounds.
Look at the power of Simon. There's no way he can suplex 420. He can! Oh my God!
As if it's nothing.
Giving that an up, a way up.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, that didn't work. I admit that. But I'm going to prove it to you. Test the strength.
Flower power, Velvet Vaughan. Test of strength. Go for it.
You want to see a test of strength? Yeah! No, you don't. You're just responding kindly to me. All right. I love you too, but let's date first. Right. Only because I like you, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
I like you too. I like to subscribe.
Thanks. You ready? Sure?
We got this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's good power you've never felt.
Oh, that's his subscribing hand. Velvet Vaughan worn down by Simon Miller.
Why did you do this?
Okay, one second. Yeah, I need something
You
first.
need a lot of things.
Hold up. I got something for this.
Oh, what's Velvet Vaughan getting out of the bag? Oh, I know what this is. Spinach. If any of you have ever watched Popeye, you should be worried now.
Don't cheer for vegetables.
Do not underestimate the power of vegetables.
Spinach powered Velvet Vaughan at 420. I think 420 maybe add another stone to that now.
Are you ready now, are you?
I got spinach in me.
Really?
No flower power, beans and power.
You're strong. Oh, yeah. So what do we do now? Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, we're redoing the test of strength.
Fine.
I mean, he's had his spinach now. I'd be concerned if I was Simon.
Whoa, there you go! Vegan strong, he's not wrong!
Exactly, do not mess with spinach.
What the flub was that?
Flower power, that's what that was.
You ate spinach!
Damn
That's
right.
not a flower! Is it? No!
Maybe. In my notes, I don't know.
Simon Miller rattled by by Velvet Vaughan. Vegan flower power.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. One more time. Wait there. One more time.
What?
My turn.
What do you mean your turn? Don't touch me.
That pure unbridled force is terrifying. A little bit of background quickly on Velvet Vaughan, if you didn't know. He lives his life under a mantra and quote from Jimi Hendrix, which, having just seen his fighting, is going to be interesting. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. I mean, look, it's all good and well wanting the love to overcome power, but the power is impressing me here tonight.
Well, let's change up that Jimi Hendrix quote. Maybe something for Bob Marley and the Wailers, or Jimi Hendrix even. Excuse me while I beat this guy. Velvet Vaughan. He's tired.
Has the spinach run out? Has the spinach run out? Oh no, he got rid of spinach. Now, another little fun fact, Velvet Vaughan doesn't believe in having a finishing move, because, in his words, after the end always comes another beginning. So apparently no finishing move from Velvet Vaughan.
Well, that's going to be a nightmare when we try and make him in WWE 2K22.
Damn spinach.
Strikes back and forth from a very confused Simon Miller. Not sure what the flub he's dealing with as Velvet Vaughan sends Simon off the ropes, misses with the clothesline, catches him mid-air. Vaughan with the world's strongest slam. Just a 2 count.
I mean, at this point, I think my only real concern would be Simon Miller managing to accidentally make it to the spinach, because I think if Simon were to be powered up similarly, that might be a problem.
Oh, we don't want to imagine Simon Miller on spinach. Oh, the power of Simon Miller. The irresistible force meets the herbivorian object, and Simon Miller powers up. Misses with that corner charge, and Velvet Vaughan.
I think that Velvet Vaughan is doing a good job of practicing what he preaches, in that he is making a real concerted effort to put a lot of the damage on Simon Miller himself. He's letting Simon charge for the corner, jumping out the way so that Simon injures himself. He's trying to minimize the amount of fighting he's doing himself, but when he does have to do it, he's really hitting hard. He's making it count.
First of all,
For me?
you. There you go. Doesn't look pretty.
Oh, it smells delicious.
The next thing, what show are we on today?
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope! I need a kaleidoscope!
Oh, a kaleidoscope.
What a guy Velvet Vaughan is.
Even after a fight, he
Next
still
one
wants
is,
to...
wait. No, that's for me.
Family show.
That's for me. That's for me.
Tell me more.
I do. This one, I'm gonna need a little hand. Photography man. Would you mind?
Photography man.
Photography person.
There you go.
I've got.
Wait.
What's this?
So you brought Simon Miller
First of all,
hair.
doesn't that look beautiful?
Oh, he looks like his dad.
So long.
That's what Simon Miller looked like before he had his channel demonetized.
Are you kidding me?
Come here.
It's fine, he's got it sorted now. We can laugh about it.
Oh, look at these two.
Family portrait.
It's a bit like Ravishing Recruiting, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll take it. It's the greatest wrestling match ever.
Oh yeah! And the last gift I've got to you.
Another one, bro.
It's nice to know that there is no animosity between these two. This is just two lovely people having a good time.
Read out to the crowd what it says here.
This hereby contains a voucher for one Simon Miller. That's me. For a back, sack, and crack wax to facilitate him being a bald a-hole with a bald a-hole.
You'll mind the brown down on that one.
I'm glad that Simon's still laughing because, yeah, no, he's not impressed.
You messed up.
Oh, fun's over! Driver into the canvas!
I really think if Velvet Vaughan had stopped one item earlier, he might have been able to have a peaceful resolution here.
Items doesn't matter. Checkout complete. Unexpected item in the bagging area. Simon Miller's your winner.
I don't know if the crowd's going to be too happy about this. Velvet Vaughan came in here looking for peace and Simon took that opportunity to get the win. It's a win, but I don't know if it's a win that the crowd is going to be standing behind them on.
Well, especially since Velvet Vaughan went to all that trouble to bring out all those wonderful gifts.
I'm glad that again we're ending with a little bit of positivity. Oh no.
Not this pair of idiots.
Very well done, Simon.
The landed Gentry, Benji and Zio Knox. A pair of Tory backbenchers as popular as a new book by Jeffrey Archer.
Whoa. We're not here to fight. Well done, Simon. Well done, big Simon Miller, in beating a little soy boy here who weighs 2 stone soaking wet with 2 stone hanging off him. I bet you feel like such a big man, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I feel pretty good right now.
Well, you know what? Me and Benji, we're not scum like you. We don't attack people after their match. So what we're going to do is we're going to allow you to exit the ring, piss off out of here, and go do your shitty little up, down bollocks. By the way, that match was a down. So go on, Simon. We've got business to attend to, and I want to get home. So come on. Come on, Simon.
I'll go out my own way. Thank you very much.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Next time. I don't deal with losers.
Coward.
Go on, Miller. Coward.
Fashion Tory. Fashion Tory.
I'm glad that landed Gentry are making as many friends here as they have done up and down the country.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are uneducated delinquents and wrestling Philistines, my name is Zio Knox. This is Benji. We are the landed Gentry.
For anyone who's never met these two before, they're Tory landlord bastards. That's all you
And
need
I
to
want
know.
to invite gentleman Jim Maguire to the ring, please.
Oh. So, Gentleman Jim Maguire was one of the wrestlers we had at the previous Spectrum event Rejoice. He took part in a Tea Party death match with Axel Strife. Basically, the two of them had a big fight over which of them was more gentlemanly. Gentleman Jim didn't come into any direct contract with the Landed Gentry last time. We'll get into this in a bit, but they've sort of tricked their way onto the card in perpetuity. It's a rather unfortunate situation. It's a big question for everyone here. Jim is obviously very different personalities.
Now,
Money talks, though. I think Zio's about to talk as well.
Let's hear it.
Gentleman Jim, ladies and gentlemen. Now, a few weeks ago, me and Benji had a very difficult hour at work. We were searching through the books, making sure that every tenant had paid their rent. One of them hadn't. Something to do with a kid being ill, but I don't care. If you can't pay, you can piss off. And after that, we re-watched the first Spectrum Wrestling. And you know what I've seen? Gentleman Jim being the absolute MVP of the last show. How good is Gentleman Jim, ladies and gentlemen? Now, Jim, you shouldn't be here. You should be with the Landed Gentry. Because Jim, you are an inspiration. You started wrestling at 50 years old.
He's been training for 5 years. Most of you are in your early 20s, late 30s, and you have already given up on life. This man is an inspiration. So what I want you to do, shake my hand, join the landed gentry.
You're as true a gentleman as they come.
I think there's been a little misunderstanding. Just because we share 4 letters in our sobriquet, G-E-N-T, we are not the same, and I must politely decline.
God, Jim!
Jim. You don't know what we're offering. You could be a part of the most prestigious tag team in the UK.
What load of shit?
Don't listen to these woke idiots, because that's what they are, each and every single one of them. Woke idiots. Don't listen to them, Jim. Join us. You know it makes sense.
Do the right thing, Jim.
Clearly, I have not been clear. Let me explain. I'm from Lancashire. I've made my home in Yorkshire. I'm 100% northern. And there is no way I could be part of this Tory scum.
I knew there was a reason I love Spectrum Wrestling, and it was getting some people turned down Tory scum.
Tory scum! Tory scum! Tory scum! Tory scum!
That's okay. If that's the way you want it, then that's the way you want it. We'll shake hands, we'll leave the ring, and that's it. There you go, Jeff.
Oh, come on now!
Vicious. What more would you expect from a pair of Tories?
Standard affair by Benji and Zio Knox putting a beating on Gentleman Jim.
And they've stolen his cane now. Goodness gracious. Oh, and here comes Axel Strife. Axel Strife fought against Gentleman Jim at the last Spectrum Wrestling event. It looks like he's here in Jim's defense this time.
What are you doing, Jim's ass? Not your hat! Not your hat! Not your hat! Looks better on me. Looks better on me. Those horrible men beating you. You know what? One thing I hate is Tories, fella. I know we've had our beef. We've sorted it like gentlemen. Like gentlemen. And that's what we love.
Oh, look at these two, putting their gentlemanly feud from the last event behind themselves.
We're good. But you know who's not good? Oh, I know who's not good. Oh, then! You know
Exactly.
what?
Why fight
I'm
over who's
beside
the
you
bigger
now.
gentleman
You can't
when
just
truly
simply
both
beat
of you
them
are
up.
more
So how
gentlemanly
about
than the landed
us
gentry?
two, Biz? Well, I reckon you could beat both of them on your own, but no, us two beat you two. Gentlemen, gentlemen. I'm so you don't want it.
I think it's on.
I think it's on. We've got a ref in there.
We do indeed.
We've got a ref in there, Laura. We've got a match. And Axel Strife squaring up to Zio Knox. They wanted to be on the card. They're here now. And oh, go on, Axel. Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
I presume it's a wound from the Tea Party death match, Laura. Still hanging over Axel while he couldn't lift Zio.
Okay. Come on, little lad. Go on. Shoot the guy. Oh, my David back.
252
So for anyone who's unaware of the landed gentry's ability to get themselves on this card, they contacted Commander Sterling's intern Craig, pretended to be Commander Sterling, got themselves a contract signed to get themselves into a match, pretended they were meant to be on the card. We thought this was a one-time affair at Spectrum Wrestling's Rejoice. Paperwork was looked over in the very fine print between events. It turns out that the contract is in perpetuity. Unless these two can get beaten up so badly and embarrassed so badly that they decide not to come back, they can muscle their way onto the card whenever they like. And it is problem we don't yet have a good solution for.
Be back. Jim, I can't do me back, Jim. Come on.
You're talking to muscle, and Axel Strife just slams Dio Knox, and oh, he's just wiped out Gentleman Jim in the process. These Tory bastard landlords, Laura. They're one for renting apartments, but I think Gentleman Jim has rented an apartment in their heads tonight.
Jim! I need you,
The
Jim!
fight is on now, and Dio Knox livid, and Axel Strife taking advantage, and now the landed Gentry gonna wear down Benji. And as you've been saying, Laura, the last show we were here, landed Gentry won very few friends. They're winning less tonight, aren't they?
Indeed. I think the problem that Gentleman Jim and Axel Strife are going to have tonight is the same problem that their previous tag team that the Landed Gentry went up against, Chilli, Heatwave, and Harley Hudson, is that the Gentry are a very experienced tag team. They've tagged together a lot of times. They've been tagging together for, I think, 5 years now. They know what they're doing. Gentleman Jim and Axel are both very talented wrestlers, but they've never wrestled as a tag team before. This is the same advantage that the Gentry had last time, and it's something that Axel and Jim are going to have to really work to overcome.
Speaking of Chilli Heatwave, we will see them in action later tonight in the Spectrum T Cup. Some of your favourites, some new faces to Spectrum are going to kick off in that huge match in our main event here at Kaleidoscope. Right now, it's all about the Landed Gentry putting a number on Axel Strife. Double team body slam. And this is a bad place. As Jim takes a forearm for good measure.
Oh,
this is a bad place for Axel Strife to be in, isn't it, Laura?
Indeed. The Landed Gentry are a very well-worked tag team. Benji, who you currently see out on the outside of the ropes, he's very good at deception, keeping the referee distracted so that he can get away with underhanded nonsense. Whereas Dio Knox, who is in the blue and white shirt here, is just a physical powerhouse. And also, is Axel bleeding there? Goodness gracious, this is a more violent fight than I imagined.
Landed Gentry, familiar with taking money from renters, now taking blood from Axel Strife as well. Right to the small of the back, that back that's been worked over throughout this match. It's been a target for Dio Knox and Benji. 2 count only. And you know what? Jim's taking a shoe in tonight as well, Laura. He's on the apron, you see him there, he's checking his forehead. He's been battered by these dirty Tory landlords. A bad try.
His mustache! No! No! Not Jim's mustache!
I think the problem we've got right now is that the Gentry are doing a very good job of keeping Axel away from Jim's corner of the ring. Right now, Axel is like really getting worn out because he's having to take this all on himself. He's being kept away from his partner very effectively.
I think there's an opportunity here. Axel Strife with blood in his eye has got to make it across the ring to make the tag. Landed Gentry, similar attempt on their side of the ring. Tag made, and Spectrum Wrestling welcomes the gentleman. Big right hands and forearm shivers from Gentleman Jim. Far from gentlemanly conduct on Benji now.
There is a time and a place for decorum, and it is not right now.
Defying gravity, sending that landlord for a spin. Airplane style from Gentleman Jim to Benji.
You! I've got you! Here!
As we said, Benji is all about attempting to go for deception. Gentleman Jim knows what he's up against. He's not going to fall for anything that simple.
Take that!
Catapulted to the corner from Gentleman Jim now. Looking to really put the shoe-in into Benji, who's in not the prettiest of places in Jim. Going to utilise... Oh, here comes that boot. What in the eye for the Tory backbencher. Now the Tory's being sent for a ride unlike the one they've been sent through in 2022. Gentleman Jim looking to size up. A timeout? Oh, what's that? Do you need a new leader? Right hand and a forearm. Uppercut by Jim. Oh, beautiful. Samoan slam. Front facing. Cover broken up lastminute.com by the landed Gentry Zio Knox. This has been a battle so far. And do you know what, Laura, first time as a tag team, Jim and Axel Strife have done all right, haven't they?
They have certainly done pretty well. They undeniably have a shared energy that is working really well with this match.
Whoa!
Come here, yes. Come on, guys.
That energy came flying out there with that spear onto Zio Knox, and now here's Benji armed with the croquet mallet. Schoolboy roller from Jim, and Jim's done it!
I am glad to see a win against the Gentry. But a very nasty win this time, very deceptive win. And I couldn't hope for a better tag team to get this win against the Gentry. Having seen these two viciously fight each other last time, it is heartwarming to see them come
Axel,
together.
Strife, and gentlemen, Jim Maguire!
An alliance formed tonight of gentlemanly proportions. Axel Strife and Gentleman Jim.
Get the hell back. I need help, Jim. I'm coming. We beat the Tories! My hero. You're so handsome. I'm beautiful. Try and put me down, Jim.
For your next scheduled match, introducing first, from Halifax, Goth boy, Joe Wade!
Oh, here comes the Goth, Laura.
Oh, yes. Do you have much experience with Goth Boy Joe Wade?
We listened to My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade on loop for about 4 hours on a long coach trip once. But apart from that, obviously as a competitor, I've seen Joe Wade doing his thing up and down the country. This is a kind of a new mindset for Joe, leaning into his genre of choice. It's brought him quite a bit of success, hasn't it, Laura?
It has indeed. He's certainly not going to be a wrestler that's going to be popular with everyone in the crowd, or necessarily even his opponent. He's pretty disrespectful of the people he comes into the ring with.
And introducing his opponent, hailing from Preston, she is Northwest Strong. Please welcome Rhio!
And this is somebody that Joe Wade knows very well as well. These two have found each other up and down the wrestling road, and Rhio is certainly not one to mess with. We have a lot of fun here at Spectrum Wrestling, you and I, Laura, but Rhio is all business. Reigning title championship wrestling women's champion, a former champion for PCW. She has competed in every major promotion up and down the country. We're talking Pro Wrestling Eve, ICW, Progress, North Wrestling, British Wrestling Revolution. She's been everywhere, but tonight, Laura, she's here with us at Spectrum.
Rhio has a real sort of like, I am all about the fight kind of mindset. Like, she is here to have a fight with a competitor that will give it their all, who will put up a serious fight so that she can not just win, but like have an impressive win. And I feel like she's going to get very frustrated with Joe Wade very quickly if he doesn't engage him. Because Joe Wade, incredibly talented wrestler, if he can be bothered. And I feel like this is going to create some real tension between these two.
Rhio very much here, like you say, as a competitor, here to wrestle, and it's a funny one with Joe Wade. I've seen him really working, earning his money, earning his keep, but different guy.
He can go from 0 to 100 like that. I feel like Rhio wants to get that 100% out of Joe Wade before going for the win, because otherwise it's not going to mean as much.
Yeah, Rhio wants to beat you at your best, not half-hearted and half-witted like Joe Wade has been as of late. Again, talented guy, and it's just a weird change of pace. Lock up to get us underway, and Rhio with that arm wringer on Joe Wade. And here we go. That's Laura, we had a glimpse of wrestling Joe Wade there.
I mean, we got a couple of seconds of Rhio trying to wrestle Joe Wade, and then Joe Wade just going, no, I'm not interested.
We had the 30-second preview of Joe Wade, Goth Boy, against Rhio there. I think I agree with the Spectrum Wrestling crowd here tonight. Don't think he's okay, Laura.
Are you okay? Ready to wrestle, yeah? Good. Right. Come on then.
Rhio with a forearm, and Joe Wade delivers one right back. And then, I love that from Rhio. Okay, a smile on her face as she gets punched in the mouth.
Getting excited that Joe's actually, engaging with this.
Rio's like, at last, a bit of a fight. Finally, some good food. And here we go. Oh! Straight to the guts of Rhio.
Look at that absolute speed.
Perfect crossbody, springboard style. Only a 2 count for Northwest Strong Rhio. Great action so far tonight here at Spectrum Wrestling. We thank you for joining us. Still to come, our huge main event, the Spectrum Cup. We are going to see some of your favorites from Spectrum Wrestling. We're going to see some new faces as well. The queens of the space age are in the building, Laura.
Oh, you are not ready. Viewers at home, you are not ready for the queens of the space age. Just like Joe Wade was not ready for that, it seems.
That deep clothesline from Rhio puts him on his back, and now Rhio controlling the pace once again. Full Nelson lock, and it's in deep on Joe Wade. Wade has got to use his height advantage to break out of this, and that's what he's doing. Punches his way out from Rhio. Right below the chest there, right into the guts of Joe Wade goes Rhio. Dragon screw, maybe? Thinking about it. Down he goes. Rio's impressive tonight.
The mix of determination and joy on that face. I feel like this is when predator animals play with their food a little bit. They chase the animal before they go for the kill. Rhio is just enjoying the sport of this.
It's a David Attenborough special for Rhio tonight. Working over Goth Boy, who certainly won't be okay if this ankle lock gets cinched all the way in, and it is. Joe Wade punches his way forward to make the ropes, and he does. Ref taking 5 on that one. We're very proud of our performers here at Spectrum Wrestling, male, female, non-binary, however you identify, come one, come all, in the Spectrum Cup later on. I can't wait to see someone that Rhio knows very well, Gia Adams, later tonight. Because it don't matter what you're packing when Gia Adams is attacking.
Gia Adams and Mercedes Blaze in particular are 2 people in that elimination match I'm very excited to see back. We'll get into that, but they definitely have some history. Sorry, Joe Wade with this flurry of kicks here.
Wild kicks from Joe Wade there.
This is, I think, what Rio's been trying to bait out this whole time, is Joe Wade has such a reservoir of stamina and speed and ability to just keep momentum up that Rhio is really just trying to draw out so that we can have a proper toe-to-toe fight here.
So Rio's got everything she wanted and more now as Joe Wade just nonchalantly booting the face of Rhio after a flurry of offense.
You've got what you asked for. You've got Joe Wade taking this match seriously. Can you win? Can you win now that you've egged on that best performance?
Well, half a second away from winning there, getting the shoulder up. 2.5 for Rhio after that low drop kick from Joe Wade. A focused Joe Wade, just exactly what Rhio wanted here. And I think Rhio may have lost a tooth in that last flurry from Wade.
Whoa.
She'll pop it back in later, no doubt. She's hard as nails. It's Northwest strong. It's Joe Wade with those perfect kicks to the chest of Rhio. Takes her down once again. He might be looking to go for that low drop kick once again. I feel like that's what he's sizing up for, maybe. Oh, wait, took too long.
Oh.
Quick reversal.
Oh.
Double stomp to the chest of Rhio. Working over that chest, Laura. He's got a game plan in mind.
He's very good at seeming like he's lost and then quickly pulling moves out of nowhere. Like, his speed is his biggest attribute, and he is making wonderful use of it here.
Like he's trying to pull Rhio out of the corner right now to very little effect. Catches the leg. What's Rhio thinking? A drag. Oh, an innovative variation on the dragon screw. Sends him into the corner. And now working over that leg. Like it owes her money. Great flurry by Rhio. And now the low drop kick. And now Rhio getting the fight that she wanted out of Joe Wade. That might be enough, though. 2.5 only. Brutal match between these two. Still to come later on tonight. Liam Slater is in action. A lot of love for Liam Slater here at Spectrum.
Indeed, if you've seen a previous Spectrum Wrestling event, you have seen a lot of people who were trained by Liam Slater, which should give you an idea of what sort of thing to expect.
And we'll see him in action later on. And Rhio was seeing in action right now with that ankle lock onto Joe Wade. And Joe knows his way around that ring. Manages to break up the assault by Rhio. But she's keeping on him with those forearms.
The thing about these two is that Rhio is very good at keeping up the pressure, but Joe Wade is just very, very good at finding ways to break that momentum, even if just for a second, to stop, you know, everything snowballing too much.
She certainly turned the tide just then, as we saw a 2 count off of that low drop kick from Rhio. And you see the cogs turning in the head of Rhio. She's thinking, what have I got to do? How have I got to put this guy away now? I've got the fight I want. Now we need to turn it away.
At the very least, right now, if we're going just by, like, the number of solid, pins and count attempts, Rhio does seem to be, like, doing very well, I'd say, just before that kick to the face.
Kick it out at 2, though. Rhio hanging on in there against Joe Wade, who has really stepped up. This is the Joe Wade that we really wanted to see competing here at Spectrum. No doubt, Laura, that the Spectrum Wrestling crowd are with Rhio tonight. Not much love for Joe Wade, but I don't think you'd have it any other way.
I mean, I'm not surprised by that. I feel like if you come to watch a night of wrestling and one of the wrestlers is disrespectful enough to not show off some impressive wrestling for you, the crowd's not going to be into that. They came to see someone come and fight.
And fight right now, Joe Wade is. That suplex lands perfectly, but Rhio, it's the little things in Rhio that really make a difference. It's rolling onto her stomach to avoid a pinfall and giving herself time to recover and kick it out at 2. She knows her way around the ring. She's been trained by some of the best in Manchester and beyond. And she's hanging in there. Now that she's got the Joe Wade that she wants, now she's got to put him away. And the Spectrum Wrestling crowd coming alive once again, trying to get Rhio back into this as Rhio sizes up. Joe! Super kick coming out of the corner! Oh, spinning fisherwoman's buster. And that will... No, it's 2.5.
Oh, so close. You can see that desperation on Rio's face. Like, she keeps just wanting to put this match away because, like, she's baited out Joe Wade's best. She's fought toe-to-toe. She just wants to close it out now.
Rio's got to think one more big move, and Joe was looking for a big move of his own, and counters super kick on the apron. What are we thinking? Off that top rope. Draping corkscrew. The cover by Rhio. That'll do it.
That will do it indeed. The crowd is very happy to see that payoff for Rhio. I think
She baited a fight out of Joe Wade and she picked up the win. Great night at the office for Rhio.
For your final match before the intermission, do we have a show for you? Weighing in at 265 pounds from the realms of your musical imagination, Music Man!
Oh, the man is in the house! The man comes around!
It's time for the Music Man, a very, very crowd-pleasing wrestler. He knows how to work his audience and get them energized, get them ready to watch a good fight. Also, he's got a hat. We're going to talk about his hat in a little bit, but he has a very special hat we're going to learn about tonight.
Oh, it is a very fancy bit of headwear. It is a very mystical bit of millinery, and you are going to fall in love with it as you have the Music Man here at Spectrum Wrestling. Oh, they love him here.
As someone that enjoys a bit of rock music, that enjoys a bit of rock attitude, I'm glad that we get to see Music Man following up after Goth Boy Joe Wade. We've got some good rock energy on that card tonight.
This would be a weird Spotify Wrapped if this was a playlist. Oh, the energy in the room for the Music Man here tonight at Spectrum Wrestling Kaleidoscope. But I am fascinated to see how his opponent is going to combat the musical prowess of the Music Man.
And introducing his opponent from the city of Bradford, a postmodern pro wrestler, Liam Slater!
So, we alluded to this a little earlier in the night. Liam Slater, very talented wrestler, very talented wrestling coach, has done a lot of training with many of the wrestlers you will have seen tonight and at Spectrum's previous event, Rejoice. You know you're in for a treat when you can watch someone wrestle who has trained other wrestlers, because they know how to do every move that they've taught to a degree of mastery that is always impressive to watch. Liam is just, by the books, very impressive wrestler with a very wide repertoire of moves at his disposal.
He is an encyclopedia of professional wrestling. He is, as he calls himself, a postmodern pro wrestler. He keeps it simple. He travels up and down the country, black shorts, black boots, there to wrestle. No frills, no gimmicks. And as you say, somebody that has really carved out a lot of our roster.
Ready? Music Man, we ready? Oh, we're ready, man. Ready, bell!
Bell sounds, away we go.
If we were talking a no-frills wrestling match, I think that Liam would be in a very good position, but the Music Man has some aspects that I don't know whether Liam's ever come across before.
We're not meant to jump.
There is an intangible energy.
Just a question. Where are you from? The Music Man. He's from the... Oh, hold on a second. Whoa, hold on a second. He's the Music Man, and I've just asked him, where are you from? Where... So I come from far away. Thank you, all right. Let me...
What can he play? You set that up for him.
So what? That's that again.
What can he play?
What can the Music Man play? He can play many things, but tonight he ain't playing his rock and rolling, man, like this one, you see? It's the power of the energy of the Music Man here tonight. All right, thanks.
I don't think the Music Man went to many discos in the 80s.
I mean, maybe he just very confidently went to a disco in the 80s.
What a clash of styles this is going to be. It's the Music Man looking to rock and roll his way into Spectrum Wrestling taking on Liam Slater, who has had a career renaissance in the last 12 months, and he brings that to Spectrum Wrestling tonight, Lord. Whoa, what's this?
Oh.
Wait.
Oh no, Liam, don't mess with the hat. I don't think you can handle the hat, Liam. Yeah, the Music Man knows Liam's not ready for this hat. This hat has some magical properties. I don't know whether Liam is... he's an experienced wrestler, but I don't think he's an experienced Music Man.
With much power comes much responsibility, son.
Music Man!
Do you think I should give him the hat? Do you think I should see if we can harness the power in here tonight?
Just a hat.
Wrestle for it.
Liam, it's not just a hat.
Oh.
Oh,
What happened there?
it's a very powerful artifact, that hat.
Stand back.
Even before it's made contact, its power starts to work.
Crowd is shaking. Here at the venue.
Whoa! The power of the hat is uncontrollable.
I haven't seen Liam Slater doing moves like that since Rory Coyle's wedding.
What do we reckon? Do we reckon that Lee Thomas can handle the hat?
We saw his dance moves a little earlier tonight. I mean, I don't know whether you want to add 100,000% to that, but we're about to.
The power of the Rock compels him.
Power slide.
Now, bear in mind, Music Man was capable of walking around with that hat on without constantly being dancing. There were moments he wasn't dancing while wearing the hat. The amount of self-control and power that must require is dangerous.
With great power, Laura, comes great responsibility. The Music Man is responsible for the hat, and Liam Slater's had a taste of it, and... imagine, Laura, the world that if Liam Slater could harness the power of wrestling into a piece of headwear and put it on people's heads. I guess he kind of does that anyway. Liam Slater, the head of a training school in the north of England. And right now, it's a lesson. It's a day at school for the Music Man. Now a collar and elbow tie-up starts this matchup proper. King Low, Music Man, well scouted.
Oh, playing the air guitar on Liam Slater's leg. This is a disrespectful move into a powerful throw.
A few more inches up, he would have hit the whammy bar. I'm just saying. Liam Slater taking a second, taking a powder.
Oh, my face.
I think Liam Slater underestimated the Music Man.
The Music Man has a huge wealth of just raw power that comes from keeping the musical power of the hat in check. He may not have as many moves under his disposal as Liam, but if he gets one of those moves off, he is going to cause some serious damage.
Absolutely he is. Down goes the Music Man as Liam Slater gets rolling in this match. This is where Liam Slater is in his comfort zone. Mahistral Cradle, just a 2. Oh, and he knows it as well. Just a half second away from a quick and cheeky win for Liam Slater here at Spectrum Wrestling's Kaleidoscope event.
I think it's worth noting that every second he gets, Music Man is playing to that crowd. He is stopping, he's posing, he's feeding off that energy in a way that, like, Music Man has definitely won the crowd over the way he needs to.
He is controlling the intangible as Liam Slater currently controlling this match in the corner. Music Man, whoa, reverses the momentum. And look at Music Man, all 4 corners.
He is controlling this ring. He has got Liam completely under him.
Taking him on a world tour is the Music Man.
The problem here for Liam is that when you train and teach and practice very by the books wrestling, you come up against an enemy like the Music Man, and suddenly you're facing a bunch of moves that, like, you've not prepared for these moves that incorporate air guitar. You've not got counters ready for them.
You can teach wrestling, but Liam Slater's lectures in musicology aren't well known. Music Man, however, has got it in spades, and look at that!
We're going up!
See, let's not lose sight of the fact that Music Man, good size on this guy, the height of him, and now he's going to show off his agility on Bret Hart's rope. Took too long.
Again, it's that playing to the crowd that will constantly use wrestlers like this, cause them to take just slightly too long to capitalize on some of these moments, and they need the crowd on their side, but it's not always in the moment what they need in the ring.
Liam Slater is always one for controlling the match like that. There you see the backbreaker from the back suplex, just a 2 count. Liam Slater knows sometimes when it comes to an opponent like the Music Man, his biggest enemy is himself. He's going to let him tire himself out. He's going to let himself work the crowd. And then, when his back's turned while he's playing air guitar, Slater's going to drop him. And that's what Liam Slater does best. Oh, the music chant. Liam Slater does not like that. And Laura, I can't say I'm surprised that the Spectrum Wrestling crowd have got behind the Music Man tonight.
It's going to be difficult, you know, motivation-wise for Liam, because this is a home crowd. It's a difficult place to not have the crowd, you know, backing you up.
Yeah, it's weird. You're home, but all the furniture's been moved around for Liam Slater tonight. Boots! It's a slightly different ball game in a very familiar playing field for Liam Slater as the Music Man sends Liam across the ring, charging into the corner, and now Music Man back on stage for an encore. Big splash in the corner, make it 2, and once again a scoop. Running power slam, maybe. No! Beautiful shoulder breaker. Excellently executed.
It is always a joy to see a wrestler who comes into the ring with like a very clearly defined gimmick and then shows you that their fundamentals are so rock solid. Like, Music Man is more than his gimmick, he is more than being, you know, the Music Man. He's got the fundamentals needed to back that up.
Music Man now taking it up to the top, backing Liam Slater up in the ring. Giving us a little bit of old school, maybe, all the way up there, and Elvis-style old school. Nothing but a hound dog.
I really thought he was going to get punished for showboating there, but he pulled it off, he made it work.
Big Uranagi!
Liam almost looked like he was trying to escape the ring there.
And you know what, Laura? This is the great thing about him. He was, and this is why Liam Slater is such a deadly competitor. You called it on the money. He did escape the ring because he went, that's a big move. I can't be pinned outside.
I need to recover. I need to get my strength back because right now, Music Man, he's really got me.
And now Music Man knows that. Got out to bring him back into the ring. He's not done with the concert yet. We've still got a few more songs to go. Music Man tapping Liam on the shoulder, and Liam knows what's waiting for him. He's going to send him back down your way. No, Slater reverses. And he's done it!
That was an expert reversal there. He really picked his opportunity to turn things around.
Abdominal stretch cradle for the win for Liam Slater.
He is your winner, Liam Slater!
Regardless of who won, I think that Music Man certainly won a bit of memorability with this crowd that is going to carry him a long way, and I I hope we see him around Spectrum again.
Is that your PE kit? Is that your PE kit?
There's very few that can take Liam Slater to the limit like that. And
Hey, let's hear it from the music man, huh?
yeah, Liam Slater knows it.
Let's hear it for Liam Slater. Come on, man!
No doubt we'll see Liam Slater again. We hope to see Music Man down your way again very soon at a Spectrum Wrestling event.
What a fantastic guy, what a fantastic match. Are you having a good time tonight at Spectrum Wrestling? Can you feel the music in here tonight? Now one more time, let me hear you say, well now. One more, well now. Let's bring a big one here. Well now. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you very much. Pleasure, thank you very much. Okay, we got more wrestling after the break, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking a little break here now. We're gonna play some music, get a drink, keep rocking and rolling, and more wrestling is on the way. Thank you very much.
It's like we never left.
Was there an intermission? I need a wee.
Yeah, that was an intermission. You missed
Oh,
it. You
what?
blinked and it was gone.
I have to go to this bottle now. Hang on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the second half of Kaleidoscope. Now, are you ready to watch some wrestling? Oh, you'll have to be louder then. The next guy's pretty arrogant. Are you ready to watch some wrestling? That's what I love to hear. Introducing first, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the comedian Nathan Black.
Well, the fun ends right now, Laura, with the arrival of Nathan Black.
Yeah, for anyone who's watched Spectrum's previous event, Rejoice, Nathan Black is a real-world comedian, but he very much believes in keeping comedy and wrestling separate. If you're going to be silly, keep that in the comedy club. The second you step in here, it's all business, all seriousness. He will not put up with any kind of fun in the ring. He is not a fan of people enjoying wrestling. It's a job, do it well.
No jokes from Nathan Black tonight, but he will certainly look to leave laughing.
Good evening, peasants. All right, you left-leaning losers. I'll have some more decorum. Ladies, gentlemen, and of course, everything in between. You know, the comedian is a man of equality, and to me, you are all equally worthless. Now, peasants, strange, freaky-looking peasants. Just calm down a sweet minute now. You know, you guys can identify as whatever the hell you like, because I will always identify you all as beneath me. Now, the last time I was here, shh, please, for the love of God, you ugly, ugly man, just be quiet when the Jesus of wrestling is talking. You know, the last time I was here, why are you still in the ring? Get out of here, you pink and black mess. Get out of my ring. Get out. Get out. Jesus, man. Last time I was here, I banished a bad,
This is not how you win over a crowded
Spectrum.
Spectrum.
Tonight, I have a little wolf boy to take care of. So please, very, very incompetent sound man, as I have a beautiful lady here that needs a long night of sweet, intense passion all night long. I haven't got much time, so send out that little micro machine, because I'm about to get this place like dinner in the oven, cooking.
He's really not funny, but I guess the excuse is that he's not being funny. Nathan Black on how to lose friends and alienate people tonight.
His opponent, representing Lykos Gym, the problem child
So, a very quick bit of backstory as to why Kid Lykos 2 in particular is coming out to fight Nathan Black tonight. At the last Spectrum event, Rejoice, Nathan fought against Gene Money. He's a puppy-themed wrestler, likes to have a bit of fun and play around silly in the ring. Nathan Black absolutely got vicious on him, kicked a puppy while he was down. If you're gonna kick a puppy, see how you handle being put up against a wolf.
Nathan Black, yeah, really underselling Kid Lykos too. Lykos gym graduate, former Progress Wrestling tag team champion. He was a big part in Kid Lykos getting back into the wrestling game when Lykos hung up the boots. Lykos too took the mask and took it to new levels to the point where we had to see the two return. And Lykos too has very much carved his own niche in wrestling to the point now that he doesn't need Kid Lykos here at every show that he does. He can tour up and down the UK as his own beast, and that beast roars against Nathan Black.
He is just a never-ending fountain of energy and speed. He is one of my favourite wrestlers to watch from a technical perspective.
Incredible tilt-a-whirl into a bulldog by Kid Lykos. Two, it's just two. Just a two, though. And like you say, a fountain of speed. He's looking to pour over Nathan Black tonight, who finds himself amongst the fans. And there's Lykos too! Plancha through the ropes.
Lykos is definitely not wanting to let any opportunity pass by. The speed with which he moves between different approaches to wrestling, you never know what's coming with him.
Now, there is a size advantage that we're seeing with Nathan Black. Whether you like him or not, certainly got a size and strength advantage over Kid Lykos 2, and Lykos 2 has got to keep moving in order to stop that advantage from becoming a possibility. Oh, and there it is, case in point, Black driving Lykos 2 into the turnbuckle. Painful way to take control. Nathan Black leaving Kid Lykos 2 in a heap, Laura. Bad form, bad place right now for Kid Lykos 2 on the outside.
Nathan Black definitely has like that force behind his hits. You can't underestimate how serious of a deal it is if Nathan Black manages to get like a clean, solid hit on you.
And he's really coming to his own as a wrestler, whether you like him, like his attitude or not. I mean, spoiler, we don't. He's a phenomenal wrestler. He's worked really hard at it. He's created a career for himself doing it. And as you're seeing here, look at this suplex, picture perfect, letting Kid Lykos 2 think about it. Holds him high and brings him down whenever he's ready. There it is.
You don't get to be as cocky and as overconfident as Nathan Black without having the skills to back it up. He can be like this because he knows he can make it happen when he needs to.
He's got a mouth that writes checks that he knows his arse is good for. And now camel clutch applied to Kid Lykos 2. And he's just taunting the crowd here at Spectrum, Laura. Just holding him facing the crowd.
That's fingers in the eyes. That is vicious.
And right into the back as well. Dug deep into the back of Kid Lykos 2.
He's trying to punish Kid Lykos 2 really early in ways that are going to make it difficult for him to be fast, to be quick, to be agile in the ways he wants to be. Like a good stomp to the back's really going to help with that.
It really is, and Nathan Black knows it. He knows he needs to mix metaphors a little bit. He needs to clip the wings of the wolf, and he does that by taking out his back. That cuts off a lot of springboard offense, a lot of top rope offense, and Nathan Black knows it. If he can neuter, if he can pacify this wolf, it's a big win for Nathan Black. but no, Kid Lykos 2 says no. Almost an instinct drop kick. Taking down Nathan Black very briefly, and Lykos 2's got to fight back into this.
He's really got to get that momentum back that he had at the start of this match.
It'll be all about the good positions in our main event tonight. The Spectrum Teacup is taking place. You're going to see some of your favourites hitting the ring here at Spectrum. A huge prize up for grabs for the winner. That Spectrum Teacup with future implications. That's our main event tonight. And when we are done with this match, we'll have the Freakshow out here and the Queens of the Space Age ready to go as soon as this match concludes. And if Nathan Black has his way, Laura, it could be any minute now.
I was going to say, I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. Nathan seems really intent on dragging this out and making Lykos suffer. He's really getting a bit vicious here.
Just burying that elbow. I think you're right, Laura. I think that I underestimated the mean streak of Nathan Black. 2 count only. And his desire to batter the wolf.
Look at that joy on his face as he causes this kind of violence. He's loving causing pain.
Well, he's just happy to be in an arena where he's being booed, but he's not being bottled for telling bad jokes.
I think the thing for him is he thrives off being booed because he loves being hated and winning anyway and rising above that and feeling better than the crowd. The more they hate him, the more he's determined to prove them wrong.
You're absolutely on the money. He just sort of feeds off of that hate from the crowd here at Spectrum. He's enjoying putting Kid Lykos 2 through his paces. That's going to have to be a break on a 5 count. Otherwise, it's a disqualification, and Nathan Black using all of that 5 count. Oh, he was looking for a big finish there, and Kid Lykos 2 says no. Pushing down, bearing down to stop the back suplex driver from happening.
No matter how many times he's knocked down, he just keeps getting back up. And that level of ability to spring yourself into the air this far into a match, it's not all just flash in the first 5 minutes. He's got reserves to keep pulling these moves off.
Both men down right now here at Spectrum Wrestling Kaleidoscope. Big showcase match for Nathan Black against Kid Lykos 2. And Lykos 2 fighting from underneath here. Big lariats trying to knock down Nathan Black. No joy so far. Just launching with these clotheslines. Oh, down he goes. Up he comes. Certainly wasn't ready for that then, as Kid Lykos 2 pushes back, kick to the head of Nathan Black, as we saw just then. Here comes Kid Lykos 2, DDT off the top! May have knocked Nathan Black out.
He'd gone very limp there. I really thought he'd completely blacked out, yeah.
Just absolutely nailed him with that top rope DDT, but almost instinct led Nathan Black to kicking out.
I will note, this is the point in the match where I would be a bit concerned if I'm Kid Lykos, because Nathan Black got his last win at Spectrum. It was not a decent win. He took a cheap shot to the groin against G-Money. It really was just underhanded.
Referee! Good night!
2 count only again.
When you back him into a corner, Nathan Black is willing to get underhanded because, like, the most important thing to him is the win. He doesn't matter how he gets it, he just wants to get the win. He doesn't care if he's hated for it. Once you start getting this far into a match, that's when you need to worry about him.
He can go the distance, can Nathan Black. He can do a comedy marathon, if you will. And Lykos 2 now pushing back up. I think Nathan Black looking for a suplex Turns it round and actually, you know what? Great maneuver by Nathan Black. Didn't wear him down too much and just did more damage to the back of Kid Lykos too. Great strategy by Nathan Black, and we are under duress saying that almost, Laura, but he's played a blinder so far.
Absolutely. This is a really rough position for Kid Lykos 2 to be in, and if he doesn't do something soon, he's going to be in real trouble. Well, I mean, he got out the corner.
Rough position now for Nathan Black. Here comes Kid Lykos 2. Spanish fly. 2 count. A Spanish fly for a white guy. Only got a 2. Some super kicks landing perfect from Lykos. Oh, but Nathan Black catches him. Uranagi slam. Wait, Lykos rolls it through. Sunset flip. Victory roll. Didn't quite get the victory.
The second one of these two falters, it's going to be down.
Nathan Black caught with that brain buster by Kid Lykos. Wowzers. And out of the ring once again, Nathan Black goes. Crowd cheering for Lykos too, as Nathan Black may have bitten off more than he can chew from the wolf here. What are we thinking? A suplex on the outside? In amongst the Spectrum crowd?
Or is he just trying to push him back in the ring so that he can go for that pin? Because right now, every second that Nathan's outside the ring is a second he can get some of that energy back while not being pinned.
Well, that's exactly what he ended up doing. You're on the money. And here comes Nathan Black once again, kicking that leg out from Lykos. And Lykos lands that kick flush, springboard. Oh, loses the balance, gets enough of it. Sunset flip. Wait, Nathan Black's got the ropes. Come on.
Oh.
The ref didn't see that firm grip on the second rope, but it's referee's decision is final.
This is Nathan Black all over. Dirty wins. That's going to be disappointing for Kid Lykos too, but I think that both of these wrestlers put an incredibly impressive match on.
He is your winner, the comedian, Nathan Black.
No one laughing at the comedian except the comedian himself, who's laughing loudest and laughing longest.
Well, at this point, the comedian has won against a puppy, the comedian's won against a wolf. Where do we escalate from here?
I dread to think what animal in the kingdom is next for Nathan Black.
He is your winner, the comedian, Nathan Black.
He who laughs last laughs loudest, and Nathan Black is laughing tonight at Spectrum Wrestling.
God, I hate that man. This will be your last match before the main event. And it's gonna be something. Introducing first, weighing in at 500 bags of popcorn, Axel the Clown and Freaky Felicia. They are the Freakshow!
Oh, for anyone who has not seen the Freakshow wrestle before, you are in for a treat tonight. They were the opponents of Man Like Dereiss at Spectrum's Rejoice event. Their wrestling style is unconventional, I'll say that. Expect a lot of non-traditional performances with the crowd. We learned from their match against Man Like Dereiss back at Rejoice that Freaky Felicia has hypnotism powers, ref's discretion. Hypnotism is fair game here at Spectrum Wrestling. They are quite the formidable double act.
The circus has come to town here at Spectrum.
Despite some of their more vicious tactics, they are crowd favourites, and I get it, I understand it. It is hard not to get wrapped up in their showmanship.
Spooky clowns, spooky, spooky clowns.
When we talk about showmanship, Laura, when we talk about charisma and energy, wait and see who comes through the curtain next.
Oh, I don't mean to play favourites, but I've been excited for this match all night. It's something special.
And introducing their opponents.
Hey!
Spectrum Wrestling's own Commander Sterling, joined by Priscilla, Queen of the Ring. These two fought against each other back at Spectrum's Rejoice. Today, they're in the ring together as a tag team.
Yes, Queen! Commander Stephanie Sterling and Priscilla, Queen of the Ring.
These two have wonderful outfits. Those sort of shoulder spikes on Priscilla are fantastic.
They are quite the pair.
And they definitely know how to match energy with each other. Sometimes you just see people tag together and you know this was always meant to be.
Every bit a dream team in Commander Sterling and Priscilla.
Sheffield, England. Rejoice! You are joined by the poly-antagonist princess, the Queen of the Ring. We are intergalactically intergender. We've got quick wits, tight fits, glitter, glitz, and big fat tits. We are Commander Stephanie Sterling, Priscilla, Queens of the Spaces.
Now, here is two wrestlers who know how to pitch themselves succinctly. That is as clean a pitch as I've ever heard for a wrestler.
Pitch perfect for Commander Stephanie Sterling and Priscilla, Queen of the Ring.
Who's gonna learn it? Sort you out. Fine, darling.
Who are we supposed to cheer for?
Well, this is going to be something special. I don't think, and I'm always one to say I'd rather be happy than right. Don't think we're going to see a lot of headlocks and arm drags in the next match. I think there's going to be a lot of fun to be had. I'd always rather be happy than right, though.
I wouldn't underestimate either side of this tag team in making this a serious wrestling match, but I also think that there's going to be more to it than just straight wrestling. That is to be expected.
Bell sounds and Commander Sterling starting on the Queens of the Space Age side.
Big star on your face.
I think the commander's a little lost here.
I'm gonna need the book. I'm gonna need the book, darling. Yeah, go get the book.
I must admit, I'm very rusty on the clown. I did it at GCSE and then I swapped it for Latin.
I stuck with it till A level, but if you're not using it in day-to-day life, you just... As soon as you've got a copy of how to speak, it's gonna come back to you as soon as you get it.
I've got it as an audio book on my Audible account, but I just can't get around to listening to it.
As soon as they add clown to Duolingo, I'll be fine.
I love you guys. Serious bloody wrestling. So,
I'm blue dabby dabby day. Recola. Anyway.
I hope you pulled the right phrase out.
I think that's either your mother is a hamster or how do I get to the airport?
Absolute nonsense.
oh, it's a silent.
Oh!
That is blood-like behaviour from Axel the Clown!
Commander Sterling trying to reach across the divide and communicate on an even tone, but this is just being punished.
Expert joint manipulation. No.
Axel the Clown, Freaky Felicia, starting strong on Queens of the Space Age. And hey, we've seen a headlock. I stand corrected. Ooh. Sterling fights out of it.
Yeah, look at the size of these.
Commander Sterling, they're back on an even keel with Axel the Clown here.
No longer caught off guard, and now you're seeing the sort of sturdiness of Commander Sterling being put to the test.
The irresistible force meeting the intergalactic object. Once more with feeling.
Oh no, inflating the muscles. By earlier Popeye spinach rolls, we should be concerned.
We should be, as should Axel the Clown, now getting worked over by Commander Sterling!
Oh. Those muscles aren't going to do much to help if you don't get a hit in.
Hip attack takes down Axel the Clown. The most powerful Stephanie in wrestling. Don't even at me!
Oh no, I think this is where we should be concerned. Felicia is taken to the ring, and now that hypno-nose, the hypnose if you will, is being put to use.
Oh God! Nah, too strong-willed. My mind is
Oh no!
What the? Oh!
Oh no, Commander! Are you a tough enough wrestler to defeat yourself?
Stop hitting yourself, Commander! Stop hitting yourself! Commander Sterling with a headlock on Commander Sterling!
This is Freaky Felicia at her most powerful, putting your own skills to use against you.
Commander Sterling putting the mandible claw on Commander Sterling! Can Commander Sterling fight out? Or will Commander Sterling pick up the win?
Who will win, Commander Sterling or Commander Sterling? It is impossible to tell.
Sterling's out!
Sterling has Sterling pinned.
Sterling fights back up!
Sterling, it seems to just be one of your hands that's under control. If you can defeat that hand, you're golden.
Oh, do not take the wig of Priscilla!
We saw this happen back at Rejoice.
No!
Based on what happened at Rejoice, I would expect Priscilla to go a little bit more powerful than usual here.
The mega powers explode!
And the spell has been broken. A very powerful slap to the face is all that was needed. Priscilla is here. When the wig comes off, the gloves come off.
When the wig comes off, the wigs get split, and Priscilla, the queen of the ring, working over Felicia and Axel. And Priscilla taking them both out. Great showing by Priscilla. Come one, come all. Shot from the top. That's a whap. Just like that, freaky Felicia. Oh, gets stopped with a shota. Big uppercut from Japan. Down goes Axel the Clown, looking for a backdrop maybe, but Priscilla fights. Oh, not strong enough, and Axel the Clown takes down Priscilla.
Yeah, this is the problem Priscilla's going to come up against here. Some of those slaps are very powerful, but the wind-up required for them is going to give opportunities for those openings to counter.
Opportunities that freaky Felicia is taking advantage of. Tag made to Axel the Clown. These two, the Freakshow, working as an excellent team so far.
Look, we've talked about this a few times tonight, the value of a tag team that has worked together for a while and knows how to be a tag. As much as I am excited about Queens of the Space Age, there are another brand new tag debuting tonight at this event. There will always be a bit of an advantage for existing tag teams.
Absolutely right, as we see just a 2 count from Axel the Clown. Because the Freakshow, they've travelled up and down the country together, causing turmoil and hypnotising folk. This is the first time for both Priscilla and Commander Sterling. Is Priscilla going to get... Oh!
This is some disrespectful fighting.
It's not that kind of party. You can't give Priscilla the horn like that.
I don't think Priscilla's going to sit here and take being given the horn for much longer.
The last clown that gave Priscilla the horn spent 3 weeks in traction. And Axel may be the next one. Slapping him daft.
Both down now. Which of them can get back up and capitalise on this? Who's got energy left in reserve?
Both looking for that hot tag. Axel the Clown heading towards the Freakshow. Priscilla makes the tag, and the Commander is launching.
So much force behind that arm, like literally carrying off the feet.
Spinning wheel kick. Filled with non-binary finery. Commander Sterling taken to the second rope. And a huge clothesline from Brett's rope. What a showcase by Commander Sterling there.
Commander Sterling has had some fantastic opportunities at Spectrum to really show that they keep adding to their repertoire and having new things to showcase every time they wrestle. Their growth has been beautiful to watch in the ring.
In terms of a showcase, Felicia did a choke slam. That's Sterling's thing. I mean, points for effort.
You have to know what's going to work against the Commander and what's not, and there are certain moves that you are setting yourself up for failure if you aim for.
Priscilla now. Big uppercut into the waiting arms of the Commander. Universes collide. Planet Cracker. Just a two count.
The mask is being turned around.
Oh, but now Commander Sterling can't see. Oh, the brace is being pulled.
Oh no.
Oh no. Don't crack Priscilla's planet. Oh, a massive malfunction at the intergalactic junction.
That is a dirty move from Axel, but also you're a little bit asking for it with a mask that has such convenient handhold. You're in a position where that's gonna happen.
Sling blade by Axel the Clown and Freaky Felicia. What's wheelbarrow onto Sterling.
Oh,
the Freakshow win it.
That was an impressive debut for the Queens of the Space Age. I think they would be very proud of that. I think that given another opportunity to fight as a tag team, I'd be very excited to see what they can pull off. That Planet Cracker on Priscilla really threw the momentum of that match.
Commander Sterling checking on Priscilla as Axel and Felicia celebrate a good night at the circus. Big win for the Freak Show in our semi-main event tonight at Spectrum Wrestling.
Don't you die on me, Priscilla! Don't you die on me!
You're right, darling. Oh, you're so proud of it, friends.
Always friends,
all friends in the end.
Exactly, and hopefully this is the beginning of a beautiful double act because these two, wonderful potential in the ring. These two, their stage presence cannot be beat.
What a showcase by the Queens of the Space Age here tonight at Spectrum Wrestling Kaleidoscope.
It has been a wonderful night for getting to see new tag teams come together, and regardless of the wins and losses, I think all of these new tag teams can be very proud of the showing they've made coming out together.
But what a showing we're now getting from Priscilla, Queen of the Ring. And
Priscilla and Sterling indeed.
Priscilla making a bid for Hollywood, Commander making a bid for Botchamania. The Queens of the Space Age at Spectrum Wrestling. When we come back, forget about the new tag teams. One for all for one, the first ever Spectrum Teacup. Hey!
Your main event will be an 8-person elimination match. And we've even got a prize. Allow me to introduce to you the Spectrum Teacup. It's got tea in it.
Teacup! 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 Teacup!
this is our first time having a prize for a main event match at Spectrum.
And the first time we've ever had a teacup chant at Spectrum.
Oh no, they gave us a cease and desist, that's terrible.
Only up north would you get a Yorkshire tea chant.
Introducing first, hailing from Barnsley, the professional Valour!
So, if you've never come across Valour before, Valour is a little bit self-obsessed, very convinced that he is the savior of wrestling, the voice of reason and clarity. His way is the only correct way. If you're not on his side, what are you doing? You've got to be careful. He makes no pretense of being a by-the-book, clean wrestler. He's gonna get nasty. It's up to you to deal with that.
Your next competitor, representing the Czech Republic, Vusyk!
Now, Vusyk we saw a little bit of back at Spectrum Wrestling's Rejoice event. He wasn't on any of the particular cards. He did show up at the end of Jack Maxwell versus Tonga. He's got a lot of strength and a lot of conditioning focused through MMA-style fighting. Few people can endure him for long. He is just unrelenting and powerful.
Luca Libre. Orange shoes, Luca Blake.
Orange shoes.
Do you enjoy burning the crosses? Are you interested in your show?
This is Orange Shoes' debut with Spectrum. He is quick, his feet and his shoes are deadly. He was part of PPW's Beginner's Course back in May 2021. His first ever match was about a year ago. He's had matches against Chilli, Heatwave and Vusyk in the past. He's never won a match. His current win-loss ratio is apparently 0 to 11, but maybe tonight will be the night that turns this all around.
Triumvirate in the ring of different background styles and energy. They've got the longest night ahead of them in the Spectrum Teacup match.
And your fourth competitor, the spiciest boy in town, Chilli, Heatwave!
Now, I was going to say that Orange Shoes was going to be the crowd favourite of the initial introductions. Chilli Heatwave took part in a tag team match with Harley Hudson against the landed Gentry back at Spectrum's Rejoice. Harley and Chilli did not beat the landed Gentry. He wants to prove that he can get a clean win in an honest-to-goodness match.
This could be the biggest win of his career, and Vusyk wasting no time in getting under the skin of Chilli Heatwave. It's -1 in Prague tonight. Going to hot up once Chilli Heatwave and Vusyk get amongst it. Oh my God! Why would you call Vusyk on like that?
Well, I mean, look, Vusyk hasn't actually wrestled in the ring here at Spectrum before. It's possible that Chilli did not know how much of a mistake that was going to be.
A cold, calculated Czech Republican nightmare is in the front and center of the Spectrum wrestling ring.
He's just here to cause pain and inflict damage, and he has no remorse about doing that. He knows what his deal is.
There is going to be some Some faces in this match you're going to love, some you're going to hate, some you're seeing for the first time. It's all about taking that Yorkshire teacup. Big night for whoever wins this.
Some wonderful speedy high kicks from Orange Shoes here. Those feet are pretty vicious.
Well, we've seen magic hats tonight and bags full of unusual weaponry. I wouldn't be shocked if the Orange Shoes have some say in the power and the strength of Orange Shoes. Would not be out of character for Spectrum.
Much like painting a car red makes it go faster, I'm pretty sure Orange Shoes make your kicks more dangerous.
They certainly do!
Orange Shoes there!
However, one person not biting on that right now is Valour, who is bringing down Orange Shoes. Elimination rules in this match. Stand by for more people to be entering this competition. Breaking the arm.
We have 8 competitors tonight. You've only seen 4 of them so far. Chilli Heatwave completely out of sight right now. I don't know where he's ended up.
He got cooled off very quickly by Vusyk, who's also recovering in the corner right now, and the action's going to get hot and heavy. And Valour right now looking for get that pinfall over Orange Shoes. Pinfalls, submissions will take you out of this match, send you back to the showers with nothing. Love for Orange Shoes as Valour lands a suplex. Waiting in the wings for this one. I mentioned her earlier on tonight. Gia Adams is in the building. Mercedes Blaze is here as well. Heaven knows what carnage they're going to leave in their wake when they get into this.
Those two definitely have a history. We'll get to them in a little bit. They were our main event competitors back at Rejoice, and that match had a rather nasty, underhanded ending to it, and I feel that there's going to be some revenge on the table, assuming that both of them are in the ring at the same time. It's an elimination match. There's no guarantee they'll end up facing each other, but I think both of them are hoping for that.
Orange Shoes now bouncing across the Valour, and on the apron. I do believe the Orange Shoes give them power.
The height those feet are going at, the speed with which those kicks are coming, is impressive.
Valour living about it. Hey, we missed him. Chilli Heatwave back in this one. Right hand by Heatwave, looking to light up Valour in this Spectrum teacup match. Whoa! A low and slow suplex, and there's Vusyk again!
He's too spicy for you.
Some very solid hits going on here.
It's all about the strike action from Chilli Heatwave right now on Valour. Spins him round and a back suplex.
I think it was definitely to Chilli's benefit staying out of the tussle for as long as he did. He's come back into this much more energized than his other two opponents right now, I think.
You're on the money, Laura. It's a war of attrition, this. If you get any chance to take a respite in a match like this, which you've got to go the distance in.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, is the thing.
Another competitor about to sprint towards the ring.
Ooh, we got
Oh, Maxwell's in the mix.
Another vicious, uncaring, unfeeling fighter in the ring tonight. Jack Maxwell, best way I can describe him if you don't know him already is Patrick Bateman in American Psycho. He just enjoys watching people suffer.
Where's your time? Where's your time?
And look at this strange bedfellows being formed here. Maxwell and Valour. Well, that lasted all of 4 seconds. Take it down, Valour, just like that. Maxwell changed the shape of this match. We've seen Maxwell already on the loose here in Spectrum.
Back at Spectrum's Rejoice, absolutely convinced that he had a 3 count stolen from him. That's when we first saw Vusyk step in the ring.
Whoa!
Valour has been eliminated.
Maxwell and Vusyk sent Valour to the showers there. He was a favourite, and now this might be the strategy.
This is an elimination match, but right now they're treating this as a tag scenario, I think.
It didn't initially cross my mind, despite what went down at Rejoice. Maxwell and Vusyk, this unspoken alliance.
I really feel like what we're going to see here is ideally the two of them want to be a pair for as long as possible. If the worst comes to the worst, if they're the last two, they'll fight each other when they have to, but I think they want to make sure that the two of them are the last two standing so that one of them's going to walk home a winner tonight.
Come on, neither of them are spicy at all. No shirt.
Clear the ring, get rid of your opponents, and then figure it out between just you two. And Orange Shoes now finds himself in a really rough part of town with these two.
We love you, Chilli. We do. We love you, Chilli. We do. Not the shoes.
Make a wish, Orange Shoes. Oh, Maxwell in his pomp here. There's a seedy, sociopathic nature to Maxwell, Laura, that really gets under the skin here.
His entire motivation for fighting Tonga back at Rejoice was simply, she's more popular than me, the crowd loves her more than me, I want the crowd to have a bad time, I want them to see their crowd favourites suffer. He's just here to give everyone a bad time, that's where his joy comes from.
He's biting the shoes! You don't piss into the wind, you don't tug on Superman's cape, and you don't bite Orange Shoes, Orange Shoes!
Not the shoes indeed, crowd.
They are going to bend the foot of Orange Shoes to the point where he can't fit into said Orange Shoes anymore.
At this point, no matter who else you are in this match, you need to be treating yourself as an alliance against these two, because if you're trying to take them on one-on-one, if you're just thinking about your individual win, they're going to pick everyone off.
Look at this. And they're picking off Orange Shoes right now, holding him in that Fujiwara armbar figure 4 combo.
Oh, what we got?
We suddenly landed in a place called Vertigo, and that shocked Maxwell and Vusyk, who were bending Orange Shoes out of fashion. Here's Jay Vertigo. Double drop kick.
Yeah, if you know nothing about Jay Vertigo, like his name suggests, he likes being up in the air. He likes being a high flyer. Height is his name. He takes a lot of risks as well. He is willing to throw himself around the ring, take chances. He's going to play fast and loose.
He's going to get higher than Velvet Vaughan at Woodstock with Vusyk and Maxwell. And Vertigo has immediately changed the shape of this match. Right place, right time. Orange Shoes bailing out of there, leaving Jay Vertigo to deal with this deadly alliance. Pele kick takes out Vusyk.
I mean, there's very few people who could take this double act on solo, and Jay Vertigo's really showing that he's got what it takes.
Vertigo getting amongst it here. There's Chilli Heatwave back again with the ill behaviour. Oh. Vertigo all the way up top. Twisting moonsault. Like a kaleidoscope through the air here at Kaleidoscope. Twists, turns, stuns and shocks. Taking out everybody in this teacup match.
Are you okay?
And now, again, we talked about it already, Laura. These unholy alliances. Here's Chilli Heatwave and Jay Vertigo taking out Maxwell. This is what you said needed to happen.
This is the only way you're going to deal with an unannounced tag. Maxwell and Vusyk obviously came into this knowing this was the plan tonight. If you can make a new alliance on the fly, it's worth doing even if it just gets you out of this tricky corner.
And that alliance is paying dividends right now as Maxwell finds himself in a difficult position. Here comes Chilli Heatwave! Off the rope! 2 count by Maxwell. Surviving an onslaught here from this unusual combo. These strange bedfellows of Chilli Heatwave and Jay Vertigo.
Oh, here we go, Mercedes Blaze. Bit of background on Mercedes Blaze at Spectrum. Gia Adams looked like she was going to have the win at Spectrum's first ever main event. It would be a real big deal for Gia. Mercedes faked a serious injury, let the refs get involved, let the first aiders get involved, and just when she'd really sold it, caught Gia Adams by surprise, stole a pin, completely stole the match from Gia. It was a heartbreaking deception to watch.
And she's stealing the show here, Laura. Stunner dropping Jay Vertigo.
She's an incredibly talented wrestler who should not be underestimated. Don't let the fact that she stole a win last time detract from the fact that she is one of the most skilled people in wrestling today.
Look at that draping Death Valley driver. Do you see what we saw there, Laura? This combo. Vusyk, Maxwell, Mercedes Blaze.
I think that this alliance is probably formed out of the fact that...
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to cut you off, Laura, because Gia Adams is entering the match.
Gia Adams is here with something to prove. She had that main event stolen from her, and as you can see, she's coming in violent. She wants to win this tonight.
Gia Adams walks straight into the eye of the storm. No fear on Washington Tynan Weir's toughest, the hardest hitting lass in the Northeast is hitting hard here at Spectrum. Vusyk jumping Gia from behind there, and Gia striking Vusyk right hand to Maxwell. What's Maxwell thinking here? Breaking down Gia Adams in that corner. It was a strong start, Laura. Beautiful double underhook suplex by Mercedes Blaze puts Jay Vertigo away. Mercedes Blaze has changed the shape of this match. 2 big pins, two big defeats in quick succession.
At this point, at best, it's going to be a 3 versus 2. This is a bad position for both Chilli, Heatwave and Gia Adams. This is not the corner they want to be backed into.
We have a full complement now. Everyone who's coming in is in. And now the final person standing will take home the teacup. Whoa!
Chilli Heatwave with the 3 count there. Chilli, you should be so proud of that.
Look at that face on Chilli Heatwave. Oh no!
Oh. After he had his win stolen by Vaughan and Gentry last time, it's gonna feel good to get some pins and some eliminations in here.
Vusyk looking to choke out Gia Adams here, and Gia charges Vusyk into the corner. Massive elbows, wiping out Vusyk. The power of Gia Adams. Samoan drop. Gia Adams pins Vusyk. We're down to Chilli Heatwave, Mercedes Blaze, and Gia Adams.
Now that both of her supports are gone, Mercedes Blaze is looking a little concerned.
All of a sudden, that comfort, like you say, that comfort blanket's removed. Right hand, vicious right hand by Gia Adams.
Look, at this point, if Mercedes wants to win, she's going to have to do it clean, and she's not going to be able to get away with the same tricks she used in the last main event match. I was going to say she can't rely on any assistance, but it seems like we've got some illegal interference.
Vusyk and Maxwell. Well, our senior official getting them moved on. Vusyk and Maxwell shouldn't be out there.
Even if you kick out Vusyk and Maxwell at this point, the momentum has been slowed, and Mercedes has been given a chance to recover. They've achieved what they needed to.
Absolutely, mission accomplished by this unholy alliance.
Mercedes, if you don't get your boys out of here, I'm having you disqualified.
The boss has spoken.
That's discretion rules. Do you want me to ask him?
No, we're not risking this. We're not risking this all.
This is the most I've ever seen Vusyk speak.
Come on, eliminate. Come on, be eliminated.
Clearly, the plan has not gone to plan.
Tactical retreat by Vusyk and Maxwell. Oh, Chilli Heatwave! Welcome back to the match, Mercedes! And here we go again. DDT to Gia Adams. Wait, what?
Oh, and the landed Gentry.
What are these bastards doing here? Oh, come on!
Chilli Heatwave for a second Spectrum in a row, eliminated because of a member of the landed Gentry doing something they weren't supposed to do.
Absolutely, but meanwhile, back in this match, the main event of Spectrum Wrestling, we find ourselves here once more. Gia Adams, Mercedes Blaze, tearing each other apart here at Kaleidoscope.
Hopefully we can see a clean match here this time, because we were robbed of seeing who truly was going to come out on top. It seemed like Gia had the momentum at Rejoice, but that's the problem with a dirty win. You never truly know how it would have gone.
Well, we may find out as they roll it back to Rejoice in the finals of the Teacup. It's Gia Adams and Mercedes Blaze using that irate to slow down Gia completely. Gia ain't moving unless she wants to go. Burying those right hands into the side of the face of Gia Adams.
Gia is very, very capable of taking hits, and not fighting back until she knows that her opponent is like worn herself out.
And that might have worn her. No, it hasn't. 2 count only from that spear off the ropes.
Not quite, but it was worth a try.
Worth a punt, absolutely. Mercedes Blaze finds herself all alone with somebody who is fast becoming an arch rival here in Spectrum. Can she lift? Do you even lift? Gia Adams trying to fight out of this. Big knee by Gia Adams. Roll up by Blaze. Next pinfall wins it. Shotgun dropkick. Mercedes Blaze firing on all cylinders here, Laura.
Both of these two competitors absolutely giving it everything they've got. You can see that neither of them is holding anything back. Both of them, I think, want to walk away from this undisputed, the better of the two. There's a lot on the line for both of them.
Especially since last time they were together, and you talked about it tonight, Laura, how this went down between them, and Gia Adams looking to right that wrong, and she might do with that armbar. Look at what we're seeing here, Laura, in the ring.
Oh, is she trying to pull the same dirty trick? Is she trying to fake an injury again?
Same tactics again, and the referees, they have to do their due diligence. If Mercedes Blaze is... Oh, there you go. There you go.
Gia definitely was bracing for it. She knew to not let the same trick happen twice.
But the referees had to do their due diligence, check the arm.
Gia definitely wasn't as caught off guard as she might have been.
Oh, that caught Mercedes Blaze off guard, though. Big Samoan drop by Gia Adams. That's going to do it. Fisherwoman's DDT. There it is.
There it is. That is beautiful. That is wonderful.
To the winner goes the spoils. The Spectrum teacup belongs to Gia Adams.
Wonderful to see, wonderful to see. That is a lot of cups of tea to drink.
Let's hear it for the winner of the Spectrum Teacup, Gia Adams!
I'm glad, even if she couldn't get the first main event win, she's managed to get the first main event win that has a associated trophy to take home. That's got to feel vindicating.
Vindication is right, Laura, for Gia Adams, the winner of the Spectrum Teacup. Capping off a huge night here for Spectrum Wrestling at Kaleidoscope.
Ooh, what's this?
I owe you one title shot.
Whoa!
My goodness, this is the first announcement we've had of a Spectrum Wrestling title. Gia has certainly earned her spot on that first title match. That is a very, very earned shot at that title.
So we're getting a Spectrum Wrestling Championship.
Indeed we are. We don't know anything specific about it, but we do know that Gia Adams is going to be in that match, and honestly, I can't think of many people more deserving who've fought their way into earning that match tonight.
Couldn't agree more with you, Laura. What a way to wrap up tonight's show.
Didn't have time to get my boots on. Don't pay attention to the fact that I've got hot socks on.
We're going to hear from Stephanie Surley.
So am I! Me too!
You reckon I didn't play it off?
I am on socks!
Oh well. Hello everyone. Did you enjoy Spectrum Wrestling's Kaleidoscope?
I know I certainly did. A great time.
Excellent. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you. I'd like to thank our referees for this evening who controlled all the chaos for us, refs Lee and Sandy.
Lee Thomas and Sandy Beaches, fantastic work
Huge
as ever.
thanks to Pursuit Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, really put the work in tonight.
Who hosted us here this evening. Particularly Liam Slater, who I personally owe a lot to and who this show owes so much to. Thank you so much, Liam. Thank you to Ladybird Books, who published How to Speak Clown. Thank you to Phoenix, who said they were going to put a ring on my finger and a ring under my feet. And whose organisation on this and Spectrum in general is superhuman. And whose pronouns are they then, for God's sake? Get it right. There we go, thank you so much. The bar is still open for a while. I'll be hanging around there. Not just to try and flog you t-shirts, but if you would like to buy them, then that would be fine. Thank you all once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God,
With that, that's a wrap. Thank you so much everyone for watching.
From my broadcast colleague Laura, my name is Tom Campbell. We will see you soon for more Spectrum Wrestling.